Welcome. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, Jay. Sorry, I have a bit of cold. My hands are ashy. I need lotion. Yeah, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Jay. I'm gonna try to look at the actual camera, not be vain and just friggin' look at my self. So long time no live stream. I'm so sorry that this is just like a surprise live stream because for the longest time I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it or not. Well, I knew I was going to do it. I just didn't know how to get it out because I don't want to have to make a whole video. And then I'm going to have a whole segment about why my videos are so slow all of a sudden. But yeah, and I was thinking about tweeting it, but no one really gets it when I tweet it or I Tumblr it. So yeah, hopefully people let me put this on vibrate. Best live streamer ever. Sorry, let me just do this really quick. Okay. But yeah, so anyway, so if you guys don't know, in the East Coast, there's a big storm going on. So like right now it's like snowing like crazy. And if I had a computer that wasn't like mounted basically, because if I move it, it'll be a mess. Mounted to like the table I'm working on right now, I would show you guys. But basically it is mad. Oh, people are here. Hey, two of you. Feel free to spread the word that I'm doing this live stream because I'm not good at multitasking. So I can't like spread that I'm doing a live stream and do a live stream. I know, scary. Starting right now, what is that? Turn P72. Say something up on you. Starts now. There you go. Smiley face. Is that a smiley face or a sad face? I don't know, y'all. I'm too old to be seeing these emojis and these screens. Anyway, so I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, so basically I'm snowed in right now. I mean, it's like a blizzard outside, and I'm not going out there for the time being. Well, I have to because I have to go to my friend's birthday party. But besides that, I did not leave today because I would have died. I would have died. So I decided to have this live stream, and it's good because I haven't made a video in a long time, and there's been like a lot of crap I've wanted that's like gone down that I've wanted to like talk about. So this is perfect. Duh. Oh, more people joined the fun. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. I really suck at this. Hello, Juicy 214. Is that it? Guys, my eyes don't actually function. They're just here for show. But yeah, so if you guys want to bring up topics in the comment section, I'll talk about that. But other than that, it's literally just going to be me rambling about things. So first off, when was the last time I made a video? My last video was about the mamas, right? So that was a bit a while ago. It was in January. But since then, I finally, like after 7 years, received Lonely Well, my Bangtan Most Beautiful Part in Life Part 2 book. I got the blue version and CD. So funny story. I am so not smart, and I was complaining. Like I ordered. I don't want to put the store's name out there. I don't know if that's good, but like I ordered from an online store to get this, right? And so I ordered for like regular shipping. I didn't order for like the super fast shipping because I, gotta pay them bills, right? So I can't be spending that much money. So I ordered it and I like waited. I ordered it. I probably pre-ordered it in November, and then I was like, wait, hold up. Why isn't it here? Because by January, I still didn't have it. And I was so upset because I was like, I get that it was going to take long, but like it was way too long. So I was like, being really shady. And I was like, they asked me to review my purchase. And I was like, I would review it if it was here. Turns out that, so if you guys don't know, I'm in college right now. So I live in a dorm. And so it turns out that I didn't ship the album to my dorm. I shipped it to my like old house, like where I used to live. Um, so when I came home, for I forget why I came home, but I came home like a week or two ago or something. And my dad was like, "Oh, by the way, you have like this package. Like I don't know where it's from." And I'm like, "Package?" Meanwhile, like every single day, because when you get a package at my dorm, like they notify you to come down and get it. So every day I would always check my email to see if the package was there, and it'd never be there. And I was so angry. So my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you have a package," and I was like, "Wait. Please don't tell me it." And it was this. And I was like, "I'm a lonely, lonely, lonely fool." Oh, more people. Let me see. What's your favorite song on the album? Mine is Butterfly. That's really hard. Um, it's probably a mix of Whalium 52, uh, Autumn Leaves, is that what it's called? Look at me. I don't even know the name of the album. I mean, the name of the song. It's called Golden Leaf. What is it called? Yeah, I think it's the Autumn Leaves. I thought it was Fallen Leaves. See, I'm a flop. Um, I also like My City, and of course, Bepse. I like that song a lot too. I run to that song because I'm like training for a half marathon. And so I have to like wake up. I always wake up really early and run. And literally, I can listen to Bepse on like repeat while I run the whole time, and I get so hyped each time. Dun, 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 dun. I should have had like a listening streaming party, y'all. But yeah, go. Yup. I guess that's the Autumn Leaf song. I like that song too. I like the ones that have a really nice R&B feel. So yeah, I lean towards more of My City. In fact, compared to the other songs, I didn't really like Run that much. I say this all the time, but I don't really like sad, slowish songs. So I like the hype one. Hi, 21 Blackjack YG. Hi, hi, hi. Uh, who's your bias in BTS? Oh, you're from the Netherlands? Yo, what's up? What time is it over there? Is this like ungodly hours for you? Oh, my bad. I just was like, let me do this live stream real quick. I will one day find a time to have a live stream that's like good for everyone. So it's not too early and it's not too late. One day I will. Um, in military time. So wait, minus 12. No, wait, it's 11:36 p.m. Oh, that's really late. I'm sorry. Feel free to go to bed because, don't stay up for my flop self. Who's your bias in BTS? Once again, that changes every 2 seconds, but I would have to say top three is probably Sugar, Jimin, and V. Yeah. I was on that J-Hope train for a while, but those are probably my top three. That's why. Look at this. Look at this. Soak it in. That's why I love this photo book so much because so many good pictures of all three of them. Yes. Oh my gosh, somebody's in Vegas. Are you old enough to gamble? Please win me some money. Thank you. Switzerland. Jeez. What? Oh my gosh. Like, this is like, we might as well have like a world summit. We might as well make our own abnormal summit here because all over the world. Yeah, so I'm just really enjoying this album. It's really nice. I already like downloaded it, so I've been listening to the songs even before. But it's nice to have something to have and to hold. But yeah. So, are there any topics specifically that y'all want me to talk about? Because I know a lot of people wanted me to talk about the. Sorry if I pronounce her name wrong because I'm actually a fan of Twice, but I still don't know how to pronounce. Sui? Chewy? I call her Chewy from Twice. The whole thing that happened with her and her, like, Twice basically getting banned from China almost, and then that whole thing. I actually was going to do it, but then, and this is so lazy of me, but as the scandal got bigger and bigger, it was hard for me to gather factual information. And recently, since my channel has gone bigger, oh, by the way, thank you guys because I reached 3,000 subscribers like a while back, and I never did anything about it. Guys, I really do notice these things, but I'm like a flop. I'll like mark something like, I should do an event for that, but then I'll totally forget it. So thank you for the 3,000 subscribers. Oh my God, I almost forgot. But yeah, so now that I have more subscribers, I'm starting to learn that a lot of people like use my video for news. Like they're like, this is where they get it. And so even though I was never supposed to, like Daily Dose was never supposed to be like a news outlet, I guess you would say, in the way that maybe like, you know, SourceFed or something like that was. It was just supposed to be where I personally give my comments on situations. I can't talk about situations without telling the backstory. And because a lot of people, you know, watch my thing to get news, I have to make sure everything's factual and I'm, you know, getting as much information. And so it just got too diluted in terms of, you know, people were saying, oh, they're getting kicked off of shows because of this, and like other JYP artists are affected, and like I wasn't 100% sure what was true and what was just speculation. So I was like, let me not do it just for the fact that, you know, I can't fully grasp it at this point. So that's why I never did a video. But now that it's kind of dying down and I've read multiple accounts on what happened, I feel a little more comfortable discussing it. And overall, I just feel bad for Chewy. And I'm glad that she's getting a lot of support now, and you can kind of see it. Apparently at the Idol Athletic Championship or whatever, like there were people were like giving her support and things, so it's cool to see that. It's like 5:20. So Ned Masiki, is that it? Is that it? Yeah. Says it's like 5:20, which means you probably live next door to me because it's also 5:20 over here. You're from Texas. Howdy. I think JYP handled it wrong. Just wondering. Is that EXO in the background? Okay, so I will answer the JYP thing first because I'm still on that. My thing is that I feel like JYP, it's so weird because, and I'm not trying to shade them, but I feel like they're really strange when it comes to handling scandals. And that might be because they're probably one of the companies with the least scandals. And the fact that they have that, like, oh, we're a friendly, nice company. So they usually don't have too bad of scandals, but I feel like they weren't really educated, like their PR team wasn't really educated in those kind of relations. And Chewy being like, you know, a 16-year-old girl, maybe she wasn't really aware of the repercussions and the sentiment behind, you know, raising that flag or saying certain things. But I feel like there should have been some type of media training for that. And then when it did blow out of proportion, I feel like JYP didn't really understand like the magnitude. JYP Entertainment, by the way, not the actual guy, didn't understand the magnitude of the situation, the fact that it had, you know, potential to get really, really big. So at first they were just kind of like, we're not going to comment. But then when they started getting kicked off things in China, and then when that trickled down into actually affecting their promotions in Korea, that's when they're like, okay, we got to do it. I personally think that video that they made her do was disgusting and sad. And I get that there were, you know, it was starting to affect their other members. And I get that, but it was just really hard to watch. It was very sad. And surprisingly though, I think that video was the thing that really got a lot of people to look into the video, because a lot of people criticized JYP, but then a lot of the criticism went to the people who were banning TWICE and JYP acts, because they're like, oh, this is what they wanted. That's sick of you to want from a 16-year-old girl. So I feel like that video was terrible and I wish it never existed, but it also I feel like was kind of like a key player in the turning point to the situation, and why when the criticism started going in, like from all parts of the world, that's when people had to step back and be like, okay, what are we doing? Because as far as I know, a lot of their things that they were kicked off of from got restored. So it's kind of like becoming better, but it's crazy. Is that EXO in the background? Let's see. EXO, Super Junior, Woo Bin. I have a J Park poster off screen, and then I have my most beautiful point in life. Yes, that's a XLM. the first album, I think. I don't know. I got the album for free from some contest. And it's not the real album, it's like a cheap version. No shade. Just Kara disbanding. So I actually made a video about this, but when I first made the video, it was just a speculation that they were probably going to disband, and now it's officially announced by DSP that they're actually disbanding. Did I say expand or disband? But yeah, it was actually officially announced that they're disbanding. So I mean, my sentiment still hasn't changed a lot. I feel like I do feel bad for Youngji, and I feel like they put her in a really weird situation. But I don't support people criticizing the other members leaving, because the problem with the whole entire Baby Kara thing, which I did hear that before Baby Kara was a thing, the remaining members after Ji-young and Nicole left were actually against it, which I understood, because putting somebody, a new member, into an 8-year group, that's insane, because there's no way all of them are going to be in this on the same wavelength. And I feel like, you know, I feel like the members could kind of sense that as much as they were trying to you know, stay strong for their fan base, it was nearing the end. So the idea of putting a new girl in there was kind of dumb, because it was just like, it kind of strong armed them in a sense, because it was like, well, if you leave, look, you're ruining somebody's career. And I feel like that could have been some shady tactics towards on DSP's behalf, because it's like they can't leave unscathed in a sense, because they are in a sense ruining this girl's career. But I don't mind them, because I think it's really unfair for people to criticize Kara and say y'all should have stayed together when no one was buying their albums, nobody was downloading their music. So what is the point? Like, at that point, they'd get more accomplished apart than together. And this is somebody who loves them. Like, well, to be fair, I was Nicole biased, but I'm not bitter like that she left, because I know it wasn't Kara's fault that she left. I know it was DSP's fault. But like, that was one of my top groups, because like I always have like a soft spot for the 2007 line. Because that's when I came into K-pop. But I feel like it's very unfair for people to expect them to stay together with the little support that they're getting from, you know, just general people. And because of course, you know, their fan base supports them, but even that was dwindling. So I honestly feel bad for Youngji, because they put her in a messed up situation. But at the same time, I feel like their point of adding Youngji or whoever won Baby Kara would have been to give that person fame. Because like I said in my video, Youngji, although she's in this weird situation where she's groupless, she gained more exposure and fame from being that new member of Kara than she ever would have if she was just pushed out as a new member and a new DSP girl group. So she kind of has like one-ups between your average new debuts or like your average training, is because she had this experience with Kara, got to stand on stage in front of, you know, all of the Kara fans, which is like a big fan base, got to do promotions in Japan, and got all these things that you don't get unless you're already a part of an established group. So yeah, is it buffering? And that's true. I feel like there was a lot of I tried to end it. For example, when that first lawsuit came along and they were just not having it. XOM. Yeah, poor sound for our boys in XOM. There are 3 members of XOM right now. The buffering, sorry. I have crappy internet connection because my life sucks. Hi, I'm the twin sister from 21 Blackjack YG. Oh, hi, that's so cute. Are you guys watching it? Well, I guess you guys are watching on separate things, because then you would be commenting. I keep getting buffering too. Are you guys still buffering? I'm sorry. Maybe I accidentally logged out. No, it's still live. I'm supposed to be studying LL, but too much interesting. Thank you, but also don't feel like class. Let's see. I feel bad for Youngji 3. I love the color of your lips. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Have you ever heard of this is like a promo, but have you ever heard of ColourPop? They're this group. There's this like really cheap makeup brand, and they do matte lipsticks. And I recently just like went crazy on them because I will talk about this later, but I got tickets to EXO's North American tour, and I actually had been saving up for it since they announced it, but I decided, but like it cost much less than I thought it would, which is sad because I was ready to pay $300 to see EXO. Help me. But yeah, but I had a lot of leftover money, so I was like, let me just split because I know how to save. Look at me. Let me just splurge on these lipsticks, and they're like $5, $6 each, and they're like matte, super matte. I freaking love them. But I'm wearing a Tulle. I think this is it. Yeah, this is my favorite color. Only problem is my lips, like, of course, since it's matte, my lips are so dry. Cool, it's better. Ooh. Thoughts on Produce 101. Now, I hate that show. Not because the girls, and it's kind of, I talk about this on my radio show every other Wednesday at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, A1 Radio. It kind of is, I kind of hate survival shows because they're so sad because especially with these trainees have been, you know, out here trying to debut, and like just the fact that there's 100 of them and they're like what they're working for, is it 11 spots, the final group? And it's just hard to watch because as much as I do enjoy people like Somi and like the Playtest girls, I feel like they're people who are pretty and people who are from big companies will always have a one-up, which kind of makes the whole idea of, oh, anyone can win because it's a survival competition kind of false. And I feel like it gives a lot of people false hope. Like, even if somehow they edit it to make Somi look like Cruella de Vil herself, I feel like she'll still get in the group. But I read about how, you know, they had the whole thing where they performed that terrible pick me song, and like, you know, the girls who like they divide them into rankings like A, B, C, D or whatever, and like so the girls who are A got to be in the middle, but then like the lowest the girls in the lowest group were like on the floor and they were like mic-less. That was just sad, and I feel like it's kind of shady in a way because here they train these girls and, you know, they promise them this debut, but then they're throwing them on this show where they basically aren't confirmed anything, even despite the fact that how hard they, you know, have been training. And it's like they're just out there, like it's like the company put them on the show, but after that the company doesn't do anything. And I feel like that's a bit lazy on their part, that you're not helping push these girls, you're not taking the responsibility to debut them and promote them, because I feel like this can kind of be like a trick. And if, you know, if you were pushed out onto the show and you didn't do good, well, the company can be like, well, we gave you a chance, so goodbye, girl, like if you don't do well. And I feel like that's really cheap because it should be the company's responsibility. Like I feel like when you become an idol, to trade, you give up your time, your money, your ability to eat good foods to his company, and they're kind of, you know, they just got to throw their training on the show, and if it works out, then that's good, they get to benefit. But if it doesn't, then like they don't have, like, it's not anything bad on the company because they could just cut the girl. But overall, I kind of like though that it's highlighting some people who you haven't seen in a minute, honestly. Like Somi, she lost at 16, but she's out here on the show. I think her name is Chanmi. She's the girl who, her story is really, really sad. So apparently with this Chami girl, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in 2002, she joined SM Entertainment. She was part of the original lineup of SNSD when there were 12 members, but after they got cut to 9, she was cut. She apparently stayed around for FX's debut, but was cut from that group too, or didn't make it to that group. So she moved to, I think, Tiara's label, and she was in Co-Ed, which was this old group that was it was a boy and girl group, like it had boys and girls. But then one of the male members got into like a scandal with like drinking and like I think rape. There was rape allegations as well, and so that disbanded. And then $5 became a thing, but then that didn't do well either. So she's been like working at this for like 16 years, and she's like 25, which is not old, of course, but for idol standards, they want you to be like -3. But yeah, I feel like that story, I really hope she gets somewhere. And then Danny, she was also supposed to kind of be in Tiara, but then the scandal happened. So it's like really cool. I think it's really funny though, because if you don't have like a thing to go by, you really don't get much exposure. Like Junsu's cousin is in there, Kim Soo-yeon's half sister is up in there, and they don't let you forget it. So I think that's funny. Oh my God. Okay. Somebody just put try their eyeshadow back to the ColourPop thing. And yes, this is gonna be weird, but I love the feel of their eyeshadow. I ordered a 4-pack. It was a set called Where the Light Is, or The Light Is Here or something. Just pressing into them, it feels so good. What am I studying in college? Biomedical engineering, right? Exactly what I do on YouTube, right? Yeah, but I'm more of like, I'm minor in computer science, but I kind of major in it because I just, I don't know. I'm like a computer science major, basically. Are you excited for Cosmic Girls in Starship Entertainment? I kind of like have been like eyeing them. They're definitely very gorgeous, which I'm like, slay girl slay. But I'm interested to see if they can really pull off the, dual date with like, but legitimately. Like I really want to see if there can be a group, Sans EXO or Sans like Big Three or whatever, that can actually successfully pull off a dual debut, because I feel like if they can pull it off, that will like really start like a phenomenon where like you'll see people legitimately debuting in multiple countries. Like I feel like that's really cool. Okay, so here's here's 2 questions. I'm so far behind, guys. I'm so sorry. Minnie, which I am guessing stands for Xiaomin, wrote, I want to see EXO in concert, but I think screaming would give me a headache. That's why I'm low-key scared, because like as much as I'm a fangirl, I am not to the level where like I will just be screaming 24/7. And I'm 51, y'all, so I do get tired. But I feel like it might be worth it. My seats are actually pretty good, because let me tell you, this kind of is the follow-up question. Somebody mentioned I tried to go to LA, but I think the tickets are sold out. Yeah, basically I waited because I knew that it was going to be some stuff, because I mean, I didn't try to get BTS tickets because before I was a fan of theirs. But when they came to America, I remember just reading people like being so sad because the tickets sold out. And BTS is popular, but EXO is like the biggest group in K-pop right now. So I was just like, yo, I have to be freaking ready. And I was with my friend too. We were trying to get tickets together. And so the whole thing was that I was gonna pay for both tickets so we could get seats to each other. And then she was gonna Venmo me the pay me back via Venmo. So I tried to buy the ticket, but then like I realized I didn't have enough money. Like I was like $1 short of what was in my checking account. So I was ready, and I had snagged the 2 tickets. I was like, yeah, we're going home. We're home free. And I was going to check out, and they're like, your card was declined. I was like, excuse me. So I real quick log on to my online bank account, and I'm like, oh my God, I have $1. I think it was like $1 or $2 because I didn't realize the tax on the tickets would be that much. So I was like, okay, girl, abort mission. You got to get your own ticket. And so I bought my 1 ticket. But when I went, because when I first did it, all the tickets were there and I could literally search anything. But when I went back around, every time I like picked a row or like a section, it would be like that section sold out. So I was like, oh my God, am I really not getting tickets? So it worked out, and I hope it works out for you too. I'm sure people will probably be selling tickets soon. Hopefully it's not a scalper thing, because I remember when I tried to go to the Big Bang concert in New York last minute, I went on like Ticketmaster or whatever to try to buy tickets, and they were like, somebody was like selling it for like $1,000. I was like, I'll have top, but not enough to go bankrupt. When is Astro going to debut? Astro is coming very soon, I believe. If anyone has any details on Astro, feel free to put it in the comment section, because I'm not very familiar with that group. Sorry. I bought tickets for K-pop shows in the Netherlands, but they all got canceled. I got my money back. but I'm so disappointed. I hope there will be one time I can go. I hope to, and I feel like as K-pop gets more popular, maybe things will work out. But I really hate those situations where like a promoter will be like, oh, such and such is coming, but then you realize it's all a mess and then it gets canceled. Because yeah, even if you get your money back, the whole anticipation and excitement leading up to thinking you were going to that concert, like it still really hurts. So like I really hope that people get it together, and I feel like maybe as K-pop gets bigger and they realize that they do actually have markets outside of the typical stops for tours, they'll be more confident in sending their groups, or promoters will be more willing to get behind them. Who is your celebrity crush? Do you guys watch How to Get Away with Murder? There's a character on there named Wes, and he's fine. He was in the Harry Potter series when he was a baby. His real name is Alfred something, but I forget it, but he's really fine. I'm guessing you probably mean K-pop. I don't know if to call it a crush, but I don't know. I really like Suga from BTS right now. So he's my fave. I went to the Made concert, Big Bang in Vegas back in October, and was it the best day of my life. I really wanted to go because I feel like Big Bang, besides Rain, Wonder Girls, and probably at this point BTS, because I did like a major like power through their discography. Big Bang is one of the groups where I know all of their songs. So no matter what they sing, they could reach back into La La La. They could hit me with some Alive. Like they could do whatever, and I would know the song. So I feel like that I would genuinely enjoy and just be singing along to. So I was kind of upset I couldn't get to go, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I am so lost. I don't know Danny's scandal. Oh, it wasn't that Danny had a scandal. Sorry, did I misspoke? It was that she was supposed to be in Tiara, but then after their Tiara scandal with the bullying thing, it was kind of just didn't make sense to put her into a group that was surrounded with so much controversy. So her like debut was kind of like complicated in that sense. If anyone knows where I can get Exolution tickets for the 14th in LA, please tell me. Shout out. Exolution LA tickets. I would search Tumblr and like Facebooks. There's Facebook. There's probably some type of like EXO ticket selling group by now. And if not, I would search, the forums. One Hallyu probably has some EXO ticket thread where you can keep posted. EXO has a North American tour but doesn't come to Toronto. So what actually happened with that was when the Exolution tour in North America was first announced, they actually let people decide on what cities. Well, there was certain cities like your typical Toronto, Vancouver, LA, blah, 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 Georgia, or Atlanta, Georgia. And so it was actually a competition where you had to vote because they were only doing like 6 stops. So you had to vote, and the cities with the highest amount of voters got chosen. Now, there was actually some controversy saying that there was rigged events because the resulting cities didn't really reflect what was being voted for. And somebody put together evidence of somebody making fake accounts that all had similar type names and similar type display pics, and they'd be voting for certain cities. So a lot of people actually said it was rigged. So you don't know, but Toronto was one of the options, but it ultimately didn't get chosen. Wait, sorry, somebody's saying that there's no sound. Can you guys hear me? Or can you guys hear me or no? Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. I mean, it says everything's fine, so I'm not quite sure what to do. Maybe refresh your stream. I don't know. Sorry. I went to BTS in Dallas. Jealous of you. Cosmic Girls got subunits. Are they trying to do the whole EXO thing or something? There's actually a lot of controversy with that because a lot of people were saying that Starship was using EXO to media play Cosmic Girls, but I'm not sure if it's subunits yet or it's just all of them are dual debuting. But you know, it's interesting. I mean, the thing is, even if that's the EXO thing, I wouldn't. I mean, it makes sense that other people want to do it because look how well it worked for EXO. So, can you do a makeup stash video? I could. I actually there a while back I ordered a lot of Korean makeup products, so it kind of like went with my channel, and I was going to do a review of them, but I forgot. So, but I can do a regular makeup stash video. It's just that sometimes I feel weird when I get video ideas and they don't really fit the theme of K-pop or the people. But like, what is this doing on this channel? But yeah, I definitely. Okay, this is gonna sound shady, but the egghead, you seem to be having audio issues. Are your speakers on? Like, is it raised up? Like, I know that sounds really shady, but I do that all the time where like I think like I don't realize I have like my headphones plugged in or something. So maybe you want to check that since refreshing is not working. What do you think about all the new groups debuting in 2016? So far, the only ones I know of are SM's new boy group, and I have been kind of following them. I know the Utah guy who was on Abnormal Summit, and then Queen or King Scammer Taeyong. But I haven't been following them closer. I mean, SM groups at this point, they're kind of like set in stone to be successful, but I saw that they're going to be more hip-hop based, so interesting SM doing hip-hop, how that will come out. Hopefully YG's new girl group will come out. I don't know, since they're doing that whole winter project, whether they're gonna have time, but maybe not. It works now. Good. Look at this teamwork. Mr. Kid Cooley, nice. Hi. Hello. Hello, I'm watching this from my iPhone. Ha! Oh, it works on the iPhone? You have an iPhone? Look at this. Do you want to vlog one time? So I'm actually getting a GoPro, which hopefully I'll have enough money to get because I've been saving up for a while now, but I'm trying to get a GoPro. So originally I was going to go to Korea this year in March, but the two people I was going to go with bailed out or had to bail out. Let me not just put all the blame on them. They were put through some circumstances where they had to bail out. So I ended up canceling that trip. And I was going to vlog there, but since it's not a thing, but I'm definitely going to vlog. And I might, well, I don't want to spoil their surprise just in case it doesn't come through. But I'm definitely vlogging at X Solution. But if you mean everyday vlogging, since I have like a 9-to-5 job, my days aren't that interesting. But like, if you guys want me to vlog, I can do like, there's not really anything K-pop related or interesting. But I mean, I go to cons. I don't know if that's interesting to vlog, but I can vlog that. I don't know. My life is just really boring. I usually vlog though when I go to K-pop related events. Like if I go to the Drama Fever Awards this year, which I might, but if it's on a Thursday again, I might not be able to. But I'll definitely vlog that. And any of the K-pop cons I'm going to, I try to vlog. Sorry, he's not that good at English. Guys, first of all, I never want y'all to apologize for not being good at English. I get those comments a lot where somebody's like, sorry if my English is not good, blah, blah. I can get it if you try to put that as like a precursor as to why maybe some of this stuff is a bit, you know, worded strangely or something, but never apologize because I can only speak like one and like a fourth of a language, and that fourth of a language I struggle, and I can like sympathize with, if you already know a language, learning a new one is very hard. So don't apologize. Like how Shiny started with an R&B vibe. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool if the new SM boy group was just like hip hop, like something to rival YG. Oh, rival Icon directly. But yeah. But Shiny still like serves R&B teas. It's just like very experimental R&B. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Uh, do now Astro from to be continued. What would have been your plans in Korea? Eating. Well, there's a couple people I'm in touch with ish there that I was gonna try to get in touch with, but mostly eating, sightseeing. I don't know because like I'm like really lazy and my friend that I was going with, she actually was like the itinerary girl because she actually had like a legitimate contact there who like one of her friends lived there. So she was doing all the planning. So I would have just went along with her, but I would have tried my best to see interesting things like this. Okay. I don't know. Is there a sign where it says I'm an Apple store? Sorry, I can't provide iPhones. Um, true. Oh, I guess I don't. She doesn't either. Yeah, I don't either. Look at this. No shade to Verizon, but this is a very old phone. Hi there, just joining. Hello, Kelly Ross. Um, Look at Mr. Kid Cooley giving this Samsung advice. Are you a Samsung employee? Trying to promote them in this chat? JK. I don't know if my thing froze, but nobody's commenting. Nobody's commenting. Let me see. Any other questions? If somebody can link me to Astro, like some Astro information, I can look at them and then talk about what I think of them. But to be continued. I mean the group Astro from the web drama to be continued. Sorry, I've never seen that drama, but I will definitely add it to my list because I love web dramas and the fact that they're so short is really cool. Are you enjoying the snow? Maybe if I was a bitch, maybe if I was like that age where I could just go out and play in the snow, but basically the snow just like affects me trying to go to work and trying to like buy groceries and things. So I should have tried to go out today, but I don't really hate cold weather. Why are you so mean? Oh, I'm so mean. Thank you. Um, High End Crush on Drama Fever. Uh, can you give me a synopsis? What? I have over 20 inches, so you just can't even get out your house then. Oh yeah, snow. Oh my god. See, this is the thing, y'all. I am a smooth 96 years old. Therefore, these baby groups, I don't know if I can hang with them. Like 17 was a stretch. Like if 17 didn't have S groups, I was just like, nursery school. Um, but yeah. Do you watch anime too or just dramas? So I used to be a really, well, that's unfair to say I used to be, but before I found out about J-dramas or K-dramas, I would watch a lot of anime. I don't watch it anymore as much, which is why my anime channel that I have, Radio Crap Up, is dead. And for any of you guys who came over from that channel, I've been meaning to do a proper send-off for that channel. I never really want to finish it or say it's closed or say it's inactive because I feel like, you know, past me, like I can't delete all the videos or whatever because past me would like literally die inside. But I feel like I should probably make a proper statement on what my intentions with that channel are, just for people who are hanging on, because I do still get a lot of comments on that channel and a lot of views, and I never really want to close it because every now and then when I go to like a con and I do like on the press junket type thing where I'm like a press outlet for some place, I do intend putting like my anime related press things there. So I don't want to close it, but if you came over here for Radio Crap Up, just know that I wouldn't expect like me to go back to ever doing like weekly things there, but it's not completely dead. So yeah. Yeah. Uh Watching any good K-drama shows lately? I'm trying to find new ones to watch. Right now, I've kind of been like the main one that I like watch weekly every time it comes out is Cheese in the Trap. I did a video about that on our viewer, but I really like that one. Very cute. I also want to start watching More in Institute or More in School because, well, this is kind of biased, but you know Samo Chiri, he's like he's this guy from Kenya, but he's like Korean. He's okay. He's on a show called Normal Summit, which is like the Foreigner Summit. It's like a Korean variety show with Foreigner Summit, and he's on that show. So I want to start watching him because I actually do really like him. Ooh, that sounds like High End Crush sounds good. Have you guys ever watched the Korean movie Millionaire's First Love? I really like that. That was like one of the first Korean like drama movie things I ever watched. And that one made me cry. Sorry, the whole Chaebol country girl thing reminded me of that. The acting is hilarious, and each episode is only 15 minutes. She's an adorable. Watch Reply 1977. Oh, I guess that's a recommendation for you. It's a classic. It is. Gosh, I need to finish watching Reply 1988. I swear, I always try to start that, and I never can. It's so weird because I like it. Thank you. Is it just me because I'm tall and everyone has a body, and everyone else is like all the neighbors are babies? Probably. Well, the thing is, it's really weird because when I got into K-pop, it was exactly like that. Like everyone was born in like the 80s ish or really early 90s, so everyone was older than me. And now, like as I've stayed in it long enough, I've gotten to the point where everyone was my age to everyone's younger than me. I'm just like, is this what I call it quits? And I feel like that's why for a while I kind of had a stigma with standing new groups. Like if you ask me about like my top groups, they'll probably be almost strictly groups that like debuted before 2011, like Wonder Girls, SNSD, we like them, Kara, people like that. I tend to stand, and it was only really like these last couple of years that I started to give newer groups a chance, and then like you know BTS is up there for me now, and like I really like Lovelyz and stuff. So anyone watch Sword Art Online? I'm just getting into it, but the lack of character development makes me not want to finish. I watched it in English, the first something episodes. I don't know why, but I'm like an English dub. Like for some reason, I'm like obsessed with English dubs. Not because I particularly feel like they're good, but I'm really lazy. So reading subs, yeah, look at me. I can't even read subs. But I watched a couple first episodes and they're really good, but then I couldn't find any more English dubs on YouTube, so I gave up. But I have Netflix now, so I might watch it. Yes, and I'm over here dying because Kai is like 10 years older than me. That means I'm also 10 years older than you. 200 pounds of beauty. Ugh, ugh. Such a good one. I cry every time I watch that. Oh my God. When she sings the song at the end, when she has the concert, that part makes me cry so much. But the whole entire, that's a really good movie. I forgot what the main actor, who the main actress was, but she was so perfect for that role. Also, 20 Once Again. Now, I actually watched the Chinese version of that first because it had Luhan and EXO from EXO in it, and I went to go see it when it came out. But then my sister, she watched the Korean version, so she inspired me to watch the Korean version. So either one, honestly, I would watch. I'm freaking out because all the new idols are my age, and I feel like they've done something with mine. How do you think I feel when everyone is like 5 years younger than me? Uh, my first drama was Playful Kiss. Kim Hyung-joo. Actually, no, not that. He's no, but like back when I thought he was innocent. Do you listen to J-pop? So I actually, before I found I actually found K-pop because I listened to J-pop. It was when Rain, he started to do J-pop songs like Sad Tango and things like that I found him. And I originally thought he was a Japanese artist, but then when I started finding more and more things of him, I realized he was Korean, and that's how I found like people like the Wonder Girls and things like that. So yeah, I am not as up on them as I should be, I guess. But recently, though, I got back into it because of certain artists, and I was actually like playing with the idea of making like a daily dose, but for J-pop news. Like I was really thinking about that because if you think K-pop scandals are crazy, y'all need to head over to J-pop because they be having shotgun weddings every 2 seconds. No, but like their scandals be crazy. But yeah, I like Perfume. Crystal K is probably my favorite. Utada. Um, who else? Watt, Wentz, Ag, and Koiketepe. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I like Watt. I like E-Girls. Been recently getting into them. Really love Sandame, J Soul Brothers. And actually, if you guys are K-pop fans, and you ever were like thinking of maybe trying to get in J-pop, I would really try checking them out because I feel like them and E-Girls have, I also like E-Girls too, have a really K-pop feel to them. It's really strange. Like it's literally like J-pop's answer to K-pop. And but they also have like, you know, the K-pop flair, I mean J-pop flair. But any LDH group, I would say, um, Generations, is that what they're called? I also like them. Not as much their songs as the members. Mendy is Bay, but yeah. Oh yeah, Maria, Ave Maria, na, na. Yeah, that part makes me cry. Kai is 6 years older than me. He's same age as my sister. Okay, so the thing about AKB48 is that while I respect them as a group and they have songs, like the typical songs like Heavy Rotation and what is it, Koi Suru no Fortune Cookie? Like they have songs I like, but I feel like maybe I missed like their mania. I wasn't really allowed around for their mania, so I really don't know them as well, but they definitely have songs that I like. Just not as much. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I also like Benny for the J-pop side. And I feel like I'm missing like a lot of groups. Oh well. Oh, I watch my K-dramas in Spanish. I do too sometimes because for some reason my account, my Drama Fever account is like stuck on like Spanish. So like sometimes the subs will come up Spanish. And the thing is I can read Spanish pretty well. Like I can understand it pretty well just because I took it for like 4 years when I was in high school. But sometimes I'm like, okay, wait, what? What was my first drama? Ooh, that's hard. Gosh. I don't even remember. Like, I don't know drama. I know my first movie, but I don't know my first, I can't remember my first drama. Because for the longest time, I literally just watched dramas. I'd also watch Antique Bakery. I really like that movie. It has the Bay Yuan in it. I tried to get into K-pop, but I didn't feel it. Well, I mean, you don't have to get into K-pop at first yourself, but I'm just saying, like LDH groups and like the Exile and like the E-girls and things like that. The Exile, the E-girls. But I would say try Sandaime J Soul Brothers. My favorite from Sandaime J Soul Brothers. I would say check out Summer Madness, Ruse, um, J JSB Dream. There's a song called JSB Dream. I like. They have a song called Spark that I really like. Hanabi, I like it, but it's very J-pop, so maybe K-pop fans won't like it. And then they have My Best Friend's Girl, I think it's called. I fell out the J-pop phase. I loved it when I said. Well, for me, like I became a J-pop fan because I liked anime and because every anime has like 12 openings and endings so easily. So for a while, there was a while where like my love for K-pop was replaced by J-pop, but there was always artists that I would always check up on just because I love them so much. Chemistry is another one I liked. I feel like well, I guess I want to be called J-pop, but when it comes to Japanese music, they have a really good J urban and like J R&B scene. So I would always keep up with them because above all, my favorite genre is R&B. That's why I really like groups like that's why I really like, your Crushes and your Zion T's. Like those are like some of my favorite top K pop. Like it's really weird because you want to call all the Korean music that's popular K-pop, but like I guess they have their own subsections. But yeah. Do you like Stellar's new song? So I listened to it like a second of it and I meant to listen to it because I wanted to review it. But from what I heard, it was actually good. Because a lot of people have been saying that it was bad. I'm like, where is this coming from? I thought it sounded pretty decent the 3 seconds I heard. Jungkook is 2 years old. You're right, Sagan. He's 2 years older than me. I'm still good. Listen, where are all these toddlers coming from? It's like, no. My favorite drama is probably Do you like Stellar's new song? Jungkook is 3 years older than me. Jungkook is 6 years older. Oh, so I'm just 100 to y'all. I must be in Stone Age. It's okay. Is it though? Is it? I'm too old for this, y'all. I think I like it though. I think it's pretty cool though that I'm at this point where like, forgetting the people who are like mad younger than me, like idols are my age because I feel like even though sometimes it's like it's also like an aspiration, like, okay, look at these people my age following their dreams, so why can't I? Why, oh, why can't I? Let me see me, want me, baby. Uh, oh, I'm so sorry. Literally, my sister says me that too. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so old. And she's like, I'm older than you. So how does that make you feel? I don't really believe that, like, I'm old. Sorry, guys. I don't believe, I feel like old is getting a new definition as humans live longer. Old is getting a new definition. And honestly, I don't really think you're really old until like 70. But when I see babies, I'm just like, oh, coochie coochie. Because the thing is, my little brother, he's like 18. So anyone, and like, you know how like, I don't know if you guys have younger siblings, but like when you have younger siblings, you always see them in your baby, in like, but with baby goggles. Like you always will just remember them when they were 13. They can be like 35 and you'll be like, where's your bottle? Like, it's just like, it's a thing. So like when somebody's around my brother's age, or younger, I automatically think they're babies too. I'm turning 16 this year. Sweet 16, it's my chance to shine. Sweet 16. Did I watch The Technicians? This is a picture. This is a poster from it. Yeah, I like that movie. Kimmel Ben is like really weird because like I for the longest time did not think he was handsome, but he has like if you watch dramas and you're over 25, that's so true though. Like I'm freaking out because I'm 21 right now, and like I know a lot of people, get married when they're like 25, but I cannot picture myself married in 4 years. That's just weird. But with dramas though, I feel like if you're in the K-drama, like if you're in the K-drama actors, you feel less like everyone's a baby because most of the popular actors are like in their mid 20s ish. So it's like, oh, okay, same age. Yeah, Kim Woo-bin is like a weird kind of handsome. Woo-bin, fire emoji. It's my chance to shine. Sweet 16. Let's do a 2015 post. So a while back, I actually was gonna do the Daily Dose Awards, and for those of you who are like, "Girl, what happened to that award show?" I actually have tallied it up, and I was just gonna post the winners in my blog, but I'm trying to get together the posts. So hopefully, 2015 best of 2015 post is not too late. But let's just do it here because honestly, it was like a BTS fest. It was either like the winners were all BTS. They won every category somehow. But what was you guys' favorite? If you had to choose, what was you guys' favorite albums and songs from last year? Woo-bin has a nice body. I never hurt nobody. Is it just me, or is he freaking tall? It's not just you. He is really tall. The new drama he's doing with Suzy, I'm excited because I'm excited to see how Suzy improved, and I'm excited for the plot too. Bang, bang, bang! Snap! Rewind! Rewind! Look at me. You don't have to argue this, y'all. That was the best one. I'm still mad that I never bought it, but I probably will buy it now when I have extra money. There's a lot of K-pop albums that I want to go back and buy now that I have some cash on me, and Reboot's one of them. I really want to purchase Pink Tape. One time I went to New York, they have like this bookstore, this Korean bookstore that sells albums, and I really wanted to buy it there, but it's very overpriced there. So I've never seen Suzy in a drama. You never seen a Suzy drama? Try. I mean, Dream High was a bit campy, but I liked Dream High. Architecture 101 or Intro to Architecture, How She Got Her Name. Well, you already know. Pink Tape is a legend. Pink Tape is one of those things, like, because you know how like things have a lot of hype around them. Those are one of the last. What's your favorite songs from Pink Tape? Mine is Goodbye Summer. That's it, right? Goodbye Summer and Airplane. Yeah. That was when I was like, who is this fine man, D.O.? It's like, I didn't even know who he was back then or care. But Dream High was I feel like Dream High, when it came out, like, it was a good drama in my opinion. When it came out, though, I feel like it had a lot of hype around it because back then, like, people like Taecyeon, Kim Soo-hyun, is it Sohan? Kim Soo-hyun wasn't that big back then, but he sure is damn fine. Woo Young, that was back when 2PM was pretty big. IU, it had really big stars in it. I heard Jihad 2 was bad. Moving on. You know what? I'm not gonna do my girl Hyunrin like that, okay? Hyunrin. Yeah, JJ Project. It's so crazy that like I was like JB. Like JB and Junior look so different now. They look so joy. I'm having a hard time understanding the appeal of Kim Soo-hyun. Maybe I'm just too old for that. Well, I mean, for me, I think he's a good actor. He has like the facial feature, like he's very appealing visually to me. And because he just like looks very cute. Like I don't know, I feel like he's really cute and he has a really, I don't know, he just comes off as real chill to me, I guess. And I don't know. I watched him, he did, so him and British actress named Kaya Scodelario, they did a promotion. They did like a CF and they're like the promotional models for a jewelry brand called J. Estina. And if you watch it behind the scenes, like that's his like ideal type. So he's very shy. And I feel like that's what I kind of like won me over for him because he's very cute in that. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, sometimes how deep is the snow? As deep as my love. It's like, I'm not really sure because I'm too scared to go out there because I feel like the abominable snowman will appear and kill me. But it's been snowing for a while. It's been snowing for a while now. Got me feeling like a child now. Starts with my nose. But yeah, it has. So I would know nothing about K-pop if it wasn't for EXO Next Door. Whoa, you got into K-pop via EXO Next Door? That's the first I heard. So you didn't know who EXO was and you just watched it? I thought it was like the opposite. You only watched it if you liked EXO. It was a bit cheesy, but it was cute and it was nice to see like Sehun and Baekhyun acting, and Kai's little arc was cute. Really wish that it would have focused on a bit more members because it would be cool to see, you know, like Shimin have more parts and like Chen maybe and things like that. But you know, for what it was pretty cool. Junior is slaying the game. I'm so happy because he's so handsome and great. He's great. I like GOT7 a lot. I think the members are really like, I really like the members and I really think they like are good guys. So I really hope that they hit it big. I found my mom the other day stalking EXO, BTS, Big Bang, and K-pop. Your mom slays on Instagram. Listen, don't bring up "It's Okay, That's Love" and expect me not to cry because that's no. That was a really good drama, and not only did it solidify my love for Joan Sung, but it solidified my love for Gong Ho Chin. She's one of my favorite female actresses. And Dio, even though his part, it was crazy because like his part started off kind of small and then like how it grew and the fact that he was able to like display such an emotional range, I was like, yes, you better slay. Can you sing a song? Bang, 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 hey, 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 bang, 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 hey, hey, bam, bam, bam. No, 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 yes, you might. No, 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 on her mom, just like, well, that's all I know. Do I like VIX? So there's three groups that I feel like I never got into weird that like are so popular among like the international fandom in general. VIX, Beast, and Infinite. Like I really like Sungyu, and I actually like his most recent solo album that was really good. And VIX, I always tell this story, but as much as like I'm not a stan of VIXX, they were like the first K-pop concert I went to, but it was when they first debuted, so they only had like one song. But and then just like Beast, I really like Bad Girl, but after that, I just couldn't get into their music. But with VIXX, their new Chained Up album, really liked it. That song Hot Enough, really good, and I really like Chained Up. So I'm actually like actively asking people to give me recommendations of their favorite VIXX songs. And so if you guys have any recommendations and also variety that I can check them out on, I would be happy to do it. Jackson, literally, I did not understand this whole Jackson is so fine thing. I always thought it was cute. But then, those shirtless pics speak for themselves. EXO plus Lay recipes. Don't do this! Lay's and EXO are we're not doing this here. The thirst in this comment section. I get bits and pieces about K-pop from Tumblr though. I use it for dramas, but Tumblr seems to love K-pop, which I certainly don't mind. That's true. Like if you want to find a good GIF or some info, Tumblr and Twitter. I recently found Twitter is really good for updates, talking to people and different fandoms. Like Tumblr is real lit though. To be fair, I do that too. Yeah, Twitter, I like was not very active in Twitter, but like a lot of K-pop artists have Twitters where they update stuff, but Twitters are how like a lot of fan sites share pictures and information. Like for example, when the Idol Athletic Challenge was going on, even though to be fair there was some fake info, a lot of people there were like updating the info they get, and events too. People like for award shows, if you can't stream it, or for like end of the year award shows, people will like there'll be like a whole conversation on Twitter going on about like different things happening from people watching it. If you think Tumblr is filled with fighting, y'all need to go to the forums because that is where the real fights are at. I would also say get a Discus account, which if you have a Facebook or Twitter or I think a Tumblr, you can easily make an account because a lot of different blogs, I love going on different blogs, whether it be like Netizen Buzz, K-pop K fans, Panchoa, and just like individual blogs, and like just being able to go from each blog and count and like comment via Discus, you can get a lot of information there. And there's a lot of rumors which aren't as reliable, but sometimes it's just fun to like gossip. I actually think, in my opinion, I actually think it's much easier, from my experience, it's much easier to get like my friends into K-dramas than it is K-pop. Because they fall for like, the K-drama cliches and things like that. But sometimes for K-pop, people are just like, it's harder. I don't know why. That's what I think. I stand EXO, but where the hell is he? This is referring to Lay. Um, The thing is, it's really hard because like I want to stand for Larry, but I kind of get people's frustration that he's never there, and I feel like it's very uncomfortable the fact that it's getting more common to see EXO as 8 members than with Lay. But I also kind of understand what Lay's doing because all the members are having solo activities, and the reality of it is if Lay's gonna make it big anywhere, it's gonna be China. So like everyone else is laying the foundation for their inevitable solo careers. And I feel like that's just what Lay's doing. So like I feel bad for faulting him, but at the same time, it's kinda like, you're not there much. Oh, did you see that Korea Boo was getting dragged by Panchoa? I was like, oh, snap. Best friend was dying that she was on the phone on Twitter because I keep retweeting about K-pop. Tell your best friend to chill. Chill, fam. I should join a forum. I enjoy drama because I'm shady. Same here. If I would say my favorite ones are probably Omona. They didn't, but if you don't have a LiveJournal account, you probably won't get accepted there. Or if you don't have a LiveJournal account that's been long withstanding, you probably won't get accepted there. And then like I would say the hottest one right now, well, all K-pop's forum is, I feel like it's always going to be somewhat lit. I haven't been in Soompi's forums in a while, so I don't know how it is there. But One Hallyu is definitely the big one. There's a lot of people on there. Sorry, I just came in. IDK, if you talked about it yet. What do you guys think of Dao Chevette's Someone Like You? I will listen to it now that you told me to, but I haven't listened to it yet. I have a twin, and she wants to kill me every time I mention it. Has she watched the drama now? Because I feel like a lot of people automatically are annoyed by something if you keep talking about it, but they don't even know if they like it. Same, I told my friend, bye Felicia, I still was about K-pop. Okay, raise your hand. You can't, I wouldn't be able to see it. Tell me if you think that Lay is actually going to leave. I don't think he's going to leave, and that's partially a reason why he can do whatever he wants, essentially. What did Korea Boo do that they got dragged? What even? So I was actually going to make a video about can I rename this live stream? I was actually going to make a video about this. But basically they ran it. I think a lot of people criticize them on some of the news they post because it's excuse my language, it's very, I don't know if I have to cuss this to describe this. Hold on. It's very triggering. No, I don't want to say triggering. It's very bait, what people call clickbait. So clickbait is just any type of thing where you are writing this article or naming an article this way because you know will rile people up, even if it's an exaggerated version of what happened. For example, when Hani was announced to have been dating Junsu from JYJ, she actually went on Radio Star. And so one of the, big news articles that was making its way around was the fact that she said that she had to take some type of medicine, like relaxation medicine. I forget what she called. I don't think it was like Tylenol, but something like to calm her down or whatever, to like deal with her anxiety before going on Radio Star because she was nervous. So, and this was a recent really big thing. A lot of people got mad because while reporting the story, the headline on Koreaboo was Hani takes drugs before talking about Junsu. And so you can see how that is very sensationalized because, yes, medicine is drugs, but a lot of people could jump to the conclusion that they were talking about, she was talking about like crack cocaine or something like that. And then there's just been situations where, they take petty things that happen in like the K fandom and bring them to light. For example, they were kind of fueling fan wars between BTS, like BTS fans and EXO fans, because a lot of different situations that they would bring to light that were kind of petty. I mean, in that case, they can kind of report what they want, but at the same time, I go on a lot of forums where people are neck and neck. A lot of fans are neck and neck. So because of things like that, it will stir a lot of, problems and controversy. And then most recently, Pan Choa called them out because in a lot of situations, so Pan Choa, if you guys don't know what Pan Choa is, K-pop K fans, they're basically like Netizen Buzz. More people know Netizen Buzz, where they go to like different Korean sites like Naver and Nate and things like that, and they translate articles, originally Korean articles, and what Korean netizens are saying about it. So they've become really, really popular. Following netizen buzz, a lot of sites like this have become really, really popular because people want to know, you know, how their faves are perceived. So what has been happening is that Koreaboo has been taking these exact articles, like using the same translations, but just twisting it a bit and not crediting sites like Panchoa, etc. So Panchoa actually made a post about it saying that, and they actually added Koreaboo on Twitter saying that you guys need to credit us if you're going to take our stuff. So they're kind of running into controversy there. So that's the whole Panchoa issue. My feed keeps acting up, but I love your channel. Thank you, Amber Trip. You know what Dalsha Bet's song I thought was really good? Pink a rocket, pink a rocket. I have to go. Have a wonderful night. You too. Bye-bye. Everyone say bye to Kelly Ross. Sophia. Speaking of having to go, I'm probably going to go in the next 5 minutes. 5, 6, 7 minutes maybe. I have my friend's party I have to go to soon. So luckily she lives close, so I don't have to trudge in the snow that much. But I will be going in a while. I fell out of EXO after Call Me Baby because their newer songs just haven't been as catchy to me. I thought I kind of agree. I did not like Love Me Right took a long while for me to like it, but even now I just always skip it like when I'm listening to EXO's albums on my like iPod or something. Call Me Baby was a very traditional like R&B influenced boy band song, which I love, very 90s boy band. So that one was good, but Overdose, in my opinion, Overdose and Growl were just like another level. Now for the albums though, I feel like they've been improving. Exodus was definitely like an all-time high for them, really good songs. But I think, yeah, I could see what you're saying with singles. Oops, 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 oops. Have you guys listened to is it Dia or DIA? That group is very popular on the forums I frequent, but I actually haven't had time to listen to them. Are they new? Koreaboo isn't trying to formulate like a S5 for solution is very widely with BTS and EXO. Well, I feel like okay, so as a person who does news, there's kind of a formula, because the thing is, it's really okay. So as a person who has like a YouTube channel where I talk about K-pop and Korean pop music news, so there's always this line of integrity. Like there's always this internal battle you have to do, because the thing is, there's certain things in the K-pop fandom, and I feel like anyone who has a blog or something, you know what will get you clicks, and I think it's a matter of balancing wanting to get clicks and wanting to be respected. So I feel like there's two sides of the spectrum where you only do certain news and you never, do certain things, but that kind of gets a lot of your stuff overlooked. And there's another spectrum when you literally say whatever you want, exaggerate whatever. So like there's certain groups that if you talk about them, whether it's good or bad, it will always be like a really big hit. And so EXO is one of them because their fan base. BTS, due to their most recent increase in spotlight and fans, you talk about them, your thing will get really popular. Another one is Taeyeon from SNSD. She, not even SNSD as a whole, specifically Taeyeon. She's very, very controversial for some reason. And I think a lot of it has to do with being, post the Baekhyun thing or the Baekhyun Taeyeon thing. But she's also very controversial. So I feel like sometimes people go like crazy with it because they know how much these groups and certain people will attract it. And then if you combine them, it will be the amount of attention your article or your video will get would be out of this world. So I feel like a lot of people, especially on like the news translation and like blogger circuit, have been really trying to make BTS versus EXO happen, just because it stirs pandemonium and just like craziness every single time, because those are two really active fans that are active and are like come in big amounts when it comes to the internet. They're a fairly new group. I think they have just 2 songs out. I actually like that one song. It's called My Friend's Boyfriend and Somehow. What about My B? Ooh, My B! My B had a good debut. I really liked good debuts, or My B's good debut song. Really hate that people were so obsessed about the fact that people assumed that they were stealing Red Velvet's whatever, because the song was actually very cute, and I feel like everyone came into their song with like a negative vibe because everyone thought they were just lifting from Red Velvet. But My B are cute. But I'll check out Dia. Is it Dia or is it DIA? DIA, CIA. Lonely, lonely, lonely girl. Seungyu is turning 28? Wow. Is that Korean age or international age? Yeah, that's what I feel like. Sometimes fans are so like protective over like their group and concepts. They can't let other groups win. It's DIA though. DIA. That makes me want to rap. That makes me want to rap. Throw my hands up and rap. Kick my legs up and rap. Come on now. Get a little softer now. Get a little softer now. Oh, it's Korean age. Seungyu is really cool. I like him. DIA stands for doing it amazing. Oh my gosh. Yo, that is literally the dopest K-pop acronym ever. Let's go through bad K-pop acronyms. MBLAQ. Oh god, I have to look it up. I think it's music, boys, live, something high quality or something. I have to look it up. But MBLAQ is a terrible one. Music, boys, live, and absolute quality. What is that? Why are we doing this? I think there's another one too. There's BAP, best, absolute, perfect. We believe you. I think the reason 17 is an acronym, but I think the reason behind 17 is a bit much. It's like 13 guys, 3 units, 1 group. And I was like, okay, listen. What did happen to the arc? I heard, actually, no, that's a lie. I heard that one of the girls got sick or like injured, so they were actually going to make a comeback, but they had to postpone it because they had to wait for her to heal, which is very admirable because I know some companies who would have not waited. But their covers, their dance covers were always so cute. Who else? There was a really recent horrible one that I came across. Is BEAST an acronym? Or is it just BEAST? I guess it's just BEAST. BEAST 2. Oh, B1, yeah, B1A4. If you guys don't know, Born to Beat, what does that mean? B2, who are you beating? But B1 A4. It's literally because one of their blood types is type B, and then the other ones is type A, which, sure. Okay, guys, I will be on for another 3 minutes. So if you have anything you want to talk about, ask me such and such. I actually like doing this because not only is it fun, but it's like kind of like a forum thread because I love when you guys like interact. You guys are like, screw you, Jay. We're just talking amongst ourselves. You can go. So, but I'm going to be on for about 2 more minutes now. And then I have to wrap up so I can head out. But for everyone who is here, let me just do this now. Thank you for coming to my stream. Can I tell you a tragic story about how I actually filmed an episode of my radio show with Jazz, who is my co-host on the Daily Dose podcast, but then I realized my mic was not plugged in and the audio was terrible, so I had to throw it away. And it was like one of my favorite recordings ever because I felt like we had so much to talk about. Oh, Teen Top. Okay, I thought Teen Top was one. Teenagers, emo boy, emotion, next generation, talent, object, praise, kings, kings. Bye, guys. Bye bye. Let me see you work it, baby. Let me see. Or was it? Let me see you want me, baby. Bye. Yes, you better do that Instagram shout out. Ah, look at you. Got 7 fans unite. Bye, guys.